those hands clapping and welcome to the stage your host, Kristen Toomey.
Hello. How is everyone? Nice. What's this here? What is this? What is this, a bomb or something? What's going on? Was this here when you got here? It's a tablecloth, okay. Well, it's fucking weird. All right, here, yeah, take it. Okay. I'm glad nothing's alive in it. That would have been like a snake. Thank you very much. All right, anyway, pretend that didn't happen. I have a little raspy, I have laryngitis. It's not contagious. I was in Texas. I got back yesterday, and I think I'm allergic to not having equal rights, so recovering from that. Maybe it was the pollen, maybe not. But yeah, it's nice to be home. I've been traveling a lot lately. As a woman, it's kind of scary sometimes. I was in New York a couple weeks ago, and this guy was walking down the street, and he went like this, sorry. And he just checked me like that, just sorry. And I was like, you want my pussy or my wallet? Take the pussy, I need the wallet. I'm 42, the pussy's trashed. I got a gift card in that wallet. It's for Bucky's truck stop, and I'm gonna get there someday. Don't worry, fellas, the pussy's not trash. I see you worrying here, Stripes. Don't worry. She's got her tuned up. She's ready for the streets. I got a pap smear, that's what I'm talking about. A pap smear is just a COVID test for your puss. That's all it is. It's the same stick they swab you with it. I'm like, we need to get drive-through pap smears going and keep those old banks running. We need more drive-through health care. Just get it on my lunch break through the window. Get your prostate done. You know, come on. Yeah, right? You get the STD test that comes with the pap smear. And that's stressful because it takes a week. The results come in all week long. It's like watching an election. I'm like, how bad is it? Should I leave the house? What's going on? I'm walking around like, this is my glass. Nobody touch it. I don't know what's in it yet. And they come in via text at random times. So I'm just at the grocery store. And all of a sudden it's like, no HIV. I'm like, yes. Let's put this kombucha back then. And that shit's expensive. I don't have probiotic money if I don't need it. I'm a Gen Xer. Any other Gen Xers out? 10 of us, all right, solid. I feel like the rest of us are out driving right now. Like we were bred just to Uber these fucks around. We're the ones that bring you DoorDash. We take your drunk ass home. Like a generation of shitty babysitters, just like, yeah, I'll call you they. I don't give a shit. We don't care about the pronouns. We don't. The boomers act like that's coming out of their 401k. They get so pissed. They get so mad about it. They're like, it means multiple people, they. It's like, just say it, Mitch, you old fuck. Who gives a shit? The world is literally on fire around us. Let's just put a pin in that, can we? And my kids are Gen Z, which is the last one. There's no more letters. It's kind of hard to tell them to try. when we gave them that letter. Like, yeah, I know there's a continent of plastic in the ocean, and there's aliens, and AI, and Canada's always on fire now. And there's a global pandemic, and probably a world war starting any second, but do your homework. It matters, yeah. That gym class matters. We had that snow day in February, and I was like, you change your shoes for gym class. He's looking at me like, are you stupid? Have you not been outside? Yeah, I do. I have kids. We got parents out. Only the same 15 from before. You millennials don't want to work or breed, you little shits. Just out here TikToking your asshole or whatever you're doing. Yeah. It's hard. It's a lot of pressure to be a parent, you know, I get it. It's, because what you say to your kids really matters, carries a lot of weight. I remember being 8, and my dad said to me in passing conversation, whores wear chip nail polish. That was the whole sentence. And I grew up being like, whore, whore, whore. He doesn't even remember that he said it. And I think about it every day of my life. I was driving the other day and I looked down and it was chipped, and I was like, I have to go home right now. Or I'm just gonna start sucking a dick if I don't go home right now. I was playing with it. I was like, you dirty bitch. So I wonder, what am I saying to my kids that's sticking with them like that? And you don't know. But every now and again, I'll say something, and as it comes out, I'm like, oh no, this might be one. Like, we went out for sushi, and they brought wasabi, and my 15-year-old son said, that's not real wasabi. And I said, what do you mean? He said, wasabi's $100 a pound. And I go, oh, they stomp on it like it's cocaine. And they both looked at me like, what? And instead of using that as like an on-ramp to the dangers of fentanyl or something, you know, parenty, I just go, well, when something's pricey, you gotta stretch it. And I know that that stuck. Out of all the shit that I tell them, I know they're gonna be 40 and adding water to lotion, being like, you gotta stretch it. Yeah, my son is a skateboarder. He's into skateboarding, and he's 16 almost. And as we were leaving the skate park, I picked him up, and this girl, a little younger than him, like 12, rode by on her bike, and she looked at him sexually. Then she stuck her butt out at him, and she was like, ooh. I was like, chipped for sure, right? Big time. But I thought, this is a teachable moment. I need to say something. So I turned to him and I go, hey, it seems like girls your age are more mature than you. And he was like, yeah. And I said, okay, well, I want you to know, if she's doing something like that, that's because something bad happened to her. That's what I said. And that's true. Fuck you. That's true. If you're 12 and you're trolling the park for dicks, something went wrong. I don't know if it was your uncle or your algorithm, but something got you. Something got you. But now I don't know, maybe I just boner shamed him or something. I don't know. He's gonna be a monk now, because anytime he sees anything sexual, he's gonna be like, oh no, something bad happened. Don't do it. She's sad. Yeah. I have a daughter too. She's 19, so we're healing. It's been a rough decade. It's hard. Women and their moms, it's a hard relationship, you know? Like, we just had Mother's Day, and I find that it's hard to pick out a card in the card aisle. The card aisle on Mother's Day is tricky, because everyone's in there just opening them going, no. Like this one, like, you were always there, no. I feel like the only Mother's Day card, all it should say is, I forgive you. Let's go to brunch. But no drinking. Because you ever drink with your mom? That shit's loaded. That is a powder keg. I am sober now. Got sober people out? No, fuck. This is Chicago, bitch. We don't do that here. What's wrong with you? No, I had to get sober. I'm from here, but so I'm like the only one. But I was taking a lot of edibles and smoking a lot of weed, and I was taking like 150 milligrams of edibles a day. And I'm somebody that has to break a Zyrtec in half, you know what I mean? So I was out of my mind, and I was driving down North Avenue, and I saw this RV place, and I was like, yeah, I need one. I pulled into the RV place, and I bought a 1985 RV with shag carpet all on the inside. I drove it around the Menards parking lot once, and I was like, I'll take it. I put $1,000 down, and I leave, and I'm thinking, yeah, man, I'm gonna go to Utah. I got a new life. And I realized about halfway down the block, I had nowhere to put it. I lived in a parking garage. I couldn't even get it in there. So I had to turn around and go back to this guy and be like, I'm high. I got nowhere to take this. And I need that money back. And he was like, this has happened before. And I was like, you need to change that sign, dude. That neon is just bringing in high people like moths to a flame. But yeah, it is good to be sober because I'm an anxious person. We got anxious people out. I take CBD oil for my anxiety. I'm on a steady drip all day. I feel like I'm the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. I get scared and I freeze and I'm like, oil can. Oil can. And I get a few drips and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go to the DMV now. I can do it. I'll get that sticker today. But yeah, anxiety's rough. I'm divorced. I feel like it's obvious, but I feel like it's wafting off of me. You can just see me coming. But yeah, my kids want me to start dating, and I think they're worried about me choking alone on food. I choked on watermelon recently. Has anyone choked alone? It's terrifying. It's so scary. I was eating watermelon, I started choking, and then I didn't do anything. I had like I didn't know that my will to survive was so low. Like, I didn't get up and start ramming myself in the counter. I didn't call for help. I didn't go to the neighbor. I just sat there like, well, this is how it ends. But I worked it down. That's in my Hinge profile now. I worked down some watermelon if I'm choking, fellas. No, I did. I joined Hinge, which is horrible that we're doing this to each other. I think it's like LinkedIn for your puss. It's awful. You're applying for a position, probably missionary, and it sucks. And I noticed that all the guys have the same photos. They all have a fish. And I feel like the fish photo is saying, I can provide. If it gets real bad, you'll eat once. I hope you like bluegill, bitch. That's all I got. A little sunfish for you. And then they have a picture of them with a dog. I feel like that's saying, like, look, I don't kill everything. But the one that really bothered me, it's them with a kid. And then in the profile, it says, not my kid. And I'm like, I don't want you handsy with kids. That's not yours. What are you, Dan Schneider? Get fucked. Sending me digital roses. I need Unhinged. That's the app that I want someone to make, where it's just your diagnosis, the medications you're on, the side effects to those medications. So when you don't come, I don't feel bad. I'm just like, oh, that's that Lexapro kicking in. Don't worry about it. See you in the kitchen. I'll see you in the kitchen. I think with the data, they could match us by our mental illnesses. Like, Google knows what we all got. Like, match my depression with your OCD so you motivate me. Let's get this closet in order. And get some labels in the kitchen. Don't send a rose, send help. Send like a digital Xanax. That would be adorable. While you're at work, like, I hope you're calm at work. I do work during the day. I work with dementia and Alzheimer's patients. So basically, I just lie to your grandma. It's a lot. It's a lot of lying. Like, you have to yes and everything they say. So it's like, yes, we will call your mother. Just sit down. It's like a lot of whack-a-mole. We don't want them to fall. You gotta be nice to elderly people, you do. Because they're like pre-ghosts. They are right there. That's a bad Yelp review going right to the gates. They'll haunt you, you know? And just be sitting on the couch one day and get smacked like, you took that Snickers you thought I didn't know. Yeah, I play Keep It Up with a balloon with them, you know? They're like, kill me! I'm like, come on. Come on, guys, we're having fun. I got like Chattanooga Choo Choo playing in the dining room. They're like, Lord, take me! I'm like, come on. We got pasta for lunch, everybody. You get a breadstick, Doris. You love a breadstick. We do fitness, and I use a pool noodle. That's our dumbbell, right? And this one day I was like, I'm gonna try and bring some positive energy in here. So we're all gonna take our pool noodle. You're gonna yell out a positive word, and we're gonna spell it. And this woman yelled out, come. That's what she yelled out. And you gotta yes and them. So I was like, okay. C. Now you go. I didn't know if it was an O or a U. And I'm like, I'm not about to get fired for this dumb shit that I just came up with 30 seconds ago. I need this insurance. But I wonder what My Job Programs is gonna be for millennials when you guys are in the nursing home. Because you're not gonna wanna play bingo. I think it's gonna be just handing you an Xbox controller and walking away. And it's not hooked up to anything. It's not gonna have any batteries in it. It's just gonna be this old controller, and you're gonna sit at a lunch table for like 9 hours, just drooling and pounding on the keys. Some little bitch is gonna be vaping in the corner, like, you're killing it, yeah. You're on Twitch and everything, yeah, it's great. The women are gonna be in front of a ring light doing a makeup tutorial to nobody, just gluing eyelashes on their forehead. You're gonna be just unboxing the same toy every day. Wet ass pussy's gonna be playing in the dining room. It's gonna be a lit nursing home, it is. All right, you guys, that's enough out of me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You know what? This is one of my favorite comedians. I asked to be on the show. He is such a legend, and he doesn't get the credit he deserves, I think. You guys, his brand new special is brilliant. Watch it. Our time is up. Please start clapping right now for the one and only Colin Quinn.
Thank you, Chicago. How about having Kristen Toomey, everybody? That's funny as shit. A little too funny, I found. A little too funny, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I heard laugh after laugh. I was like, all right, we get it. You're funny. Well, folks,